What up, what up, what up, Jen? Checking in on this good, an amazing, blessed day. It's good to be here. Real talk with Jen, the chain breaker, coming to y'all live. Yes, yes. I said, let me come to y'all today. I said, because we got to get back in the mix. It's a shift in the atmosphere, right? So let me get this shared out, y'all. Yes. Get this shared right on now. I hope y'all have had an amazing day. Share this live, tune in, tap in, y'all. Cause I got a message today. I got a real message today, and I really gotta share it because man, this weekend was really good, and it's just we gotta tap into what God is doing now and not quote unquote wait for the season. The season is now. So my name is Jen Lowe. You're tuned in, tapped into Real Talk with Jen, the chain breaker. Why am I the chain breaker? Because like the conversation I had yesterday was like, you really that one. You really that one in your family. You really that one in your family that's gotta make the moves. You really the one in your family that's got to dissect this thing of how did we get where we are? How do we function here? And then how do we move forward into greater, into better, right? I had the opportunity yesterday to speak for an amazing organization that I've been rocking with now, what, 4 or 5 years since 2020. I'm a speaker, I'm an author, and so I had the opportunity to speak at the Woman to Woman International Conference and Awards yesterday, and I tell you, um, thank you to Miss Susan Peters for such an amazing opportunity. This is the flyer from yesterday. That's little old me right there, little old me right there. And some of these amazing speakers, Sharon Simpson, okay, was the host. Miss Francois, I believe, Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so just in case you don't know, Miss Peters is from Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, because she has some people. She always have people from out of the U.S. To come on in, fly on in, which is amazing, y'all, to be able to do that, right? We got Francesca, Sally, and Gray, who's also Trinidadian, I believe. Michelle A. Stinson, man, powerhouse right there. Samantha Deloach. Come on, Samantha is from North Carolina, right in Charlotte. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty dope, right? Because we was kind of dressed alike without even know, like we do some of the same thing. We both model. We been in some of the same things, and then we right here in North Carolina together, right? All right. And then we got Miss Janie Mays Flowers, who I believe is a pastor. And then of course Miss Susan Peters of Brandy Tooks. She was really good. She talked about the handshake, y'all. So I'm a very independent person. I've been told I got high testosterone. So I said, she was talking about the power of the handshake, right? And I'm like, I think I'm pretty good on that. I think I'm pretty good. But I want to talk to you about community. The fact that one woman, during the pandemic, had a vision which she actually talked about was born before the pandemic, right? But when she was back in Trinidad, that she always envisioned being a speaker. And so, what did she do? What did she do? She created a platform, right? Not only for herself, but for others with the same dream, with the same motivation, right? Because there's something that God gave them on the inside that said, I have a message. I need you to get it out. Because one thing about it, God can use anybody in the different backgrounds that people come from. They we heard a different, God could take two people from the same situation and one flourishes, right? And the other one's just kind of like watching. And you know, there has to be somebody to play the game, and it has to be the game changer, the shift maker, okay, the table shaker. Who are you? What do you decide that you're going to be? Which player are you? The water boy, the cheerleader, the color guard, the marching band? Now, hey, I don't mind being the marching band. I was in marching band, okay, marching band and concert. Let me tell you something. It's something about those of us who were in those type of clubs and things. You know, if you were in JRTC or anything like that back in school, you came out different. You came out with some discipline. You came out looking for better, for greater. Because one, you probably took school trips, right, like we did, and you saw something out there that said, "Oh wait, there's more." Yes, there's more. There's always more. And I'm so happy and so grateful for those opportunities to be part of that right back in school. Because those things, it's just like church, when you instill those type of things early on, it helps that child. As an adult, you carry those things with you. Something as simple as using peripheral vision, something as simple as rolling your feet. I have a discipline, something as simple as showing up, learning something, training the mind to remember something, training the mind to do multiple things at one time. Look that way, look that way, look that way. Play this note, make this move. Multiple things. It does something to the mind, it does something to the heart, it does something to the spirit, and it stays with you the rest of your life, no matter what path you go down. It stays with you the rest of your life. It creates part of you that's always going to be in leadership, some type of way. Whether you're a manager, you're leading a group project, you're speaking, you're something about you is going to stand out. Something about you is going to be at the front of the room. Even behind the scenes, it's still something about you that's going to show up differently than everybody else. The shift is in the atmosphere. When I tell you yesterday, I said, I'm so grateful. Let me show you. So, you know, I'm a natural hair care stylist, right? Look at my hair. My favorite color is blue. Can you tell? Blue, I created these myself, right? There, you know, I did, because you don't see, you're not going to find gold and blue and gold and black mix of gold, blue, black, and all those. So I created this myself, and gotta tell you, I'm so grateful for the young lady that was there yesterday that had the purple hair. I tell you why, because when she stood up, she said, I wasn't too sure. She said, it's my first time in an event like this. She said, I wasn't too sure how to show up. And I already knew when she stood up, it was her hair. When I walked in the room, I saw her first. Well, besides the fact that she was at the door, but she stood up to me first. I said, mm-hmm. Because I had to have a conversation with God. Because I said, you chose the week you know you finna go at this speaking engagement to put them in your hair. Somebody at that event could have easily took them out on Friday. Could have put a wig on. I could have done a lot of other things. Thought about taking the blue out, putting in the burgundy. Creating some burgundy. I said, mm-mm, mm-mm. Show up. This is you. This is you. This is Jen. This is you that you wanted to be this week, these weeks, this whatever the case may be, have along outside. This is authentically you. Show up as you. They need to see that you can be on a panel and be yourself, however colorful you are, have a firm, because what's her name? Miss Stinson, baby. You could tell her posture, who she is, okay, was different than everybody. And I loved every second of it. Very confident, baby. You okay? I said, show up, even if you're the only thing that looked like you in that room. Figure out how to make it work, right? I was like, trying to figure out how to make it work with what I had on and everything like that. I literally didn't even pick what I want. Let me tell you something. I have to have conversations with God, right, about that thing. And I made a decision that I put everything together before, like yesterday morning. I had picked out God. I said, And so when I thought about it, I said, that right there worked just fine. And it did. And I got so many compliments on my hair. And when she stood up with her purple hair, and she said, I wasn't sure. She said, but I see people with colors and stuff like that. She would talk, you know what I mean? She was talking about me. I said, and that's why. And that's that one person in the room who felt out of place, who thought that because she had, she was different. She talked about her job and how, not being accepted for being different, for not being colorful, for not being blank. Y'all, as a brown skinned person, as a black woman, we are very colorful. We got every color of the rainbow in us. Okay? And so she's, her style and things like that, talked about not being accepted. And I said, you showed up with your sparkles and everything like that, and you don't look typical. You don't look like the typical person that would be up here. And I'm so glad I chose exactly how I chose to show up yesterday. And I got nothing but compliments. And I'm so glad she showed up, how she showed up yesterday. I'm so glad all of us showed up, how we showed up. And if you work your authentic self, hopefully by the end of it, you thought, you know what, dang, I try to fix myself. And that came up too. Trying to and I do, you gotta know your the temp of the room, the vibe of the room, right? You know how to do it. You know the settings. But at the end of the day, show up as you. You shift somebody's whole energy, mindset, everything, because you decided to be you that day, not who you thought people wanted you to be. You'll find out who you really are is better than what you think people's perception of you is that you should be. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't the way that God made and created you, be better than what others people view of you is? Like, why wouldn't exactly how God created you to be better? It's got to be better. The mind, the mind holds everything you need to succeed. Now, what is holding the mind? What self-sabotaging thoughts are holding your mind hostage? Why aren't you free here so that you can shift and shape everything around you? I want you to know, and I need you to know, that greater is within you, and that how you were created is exactly what you need, what the world needs, what God needs to be able to use you in your full capacity. Not part, not a piece, the whole you. The whole you. There's somebody right now that's working on something, a project, a book, an event, something. And you are in doubt because you feel like you're not getting enough support. The ultimate support was the vision that was given. The ultimate support was giving you the ability to put it out, take it out of here and put it out there. Finances to do it. You found a way somehow. And I tell you, I've been through that. You found a way. But my dad would say, somebody, you're going to always find somebody to support you because what you do is important. You know, you could shift a whole town, a whole city, a whole state, a whole country, the world. Look what's going on right now. And when you're doing it for God, let me tell you, while everything else looks like it's blowing up and going crazy right now, you, little old you, can shift it and make it even bigger, even bigger statement and movement than those who think they undercutting and everything else. You can what God can do through you is even bigger if you let him. If you say it's okay, let God lead me. Because that's what my dad left me with. My dad left me with, let God lead you. And sometimes you just got to get quiet in the spirit. That's why I journal. If you don't know, I have this is the little quote unquote pocket size because the other one was huge. But I still have that too in case you need the big. You might need the big size. Okay, you might need the big one, right? But this one you just real stick it in your bag and your journal, right? It guides you through your day. You gotta sit down with these things. The self love. If you gotta love yourself enough to know that God loved you enough to give you the vision and not somebody else. He gave it to you. He gave it to you. So don't ask God why. Ask God how. How do I make it possible? How do I bring this to light? How do I make sure that you get the utmost glory out of this? So God know that it was only through you, right? And I ain't telling you it's gonna be easy. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be something. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be something. But you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. I tell you right now, you're not by yourself. Somebody gonna show up for you. It might not be the first time you do something. It might not even be the second. But they're gonna show up for you because you showed up. They're gonna support you because you supported yourself in doing it. He's gonna give you people that's gonna you can sow into and they sow into you. Come on, reciprocity. And it may not be in the capacity that you think, but they'll be there. Come on, my table shakers, my atmosphere shifters, my game changers, my chain breakers. We need you to show up as you. We need you exactly how you are. The fixing is in the mixing. Go ahead and start stirring the pot. All right, you and I got all the ingredients. You feel like you ain't got, and then he might send you an ingredient even better than what you thought you had, what you needed. He might send you raisins instead of cranberries. Go on and mix it up. That's just my message today on Real Talk with Chin, the chain breaker, the shift Who are you ready for what you've been seeing, what you've been dreaming about, what you've been talking about, what you've been writing about? Are you ready? Go on and get ready. Stay ready. Because you never know what he might say it's time. All right, y'all. Well, y'all make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I look. Let me tell you, I spread the message between platforms. Now, if you catch me on the tickety talk, it might be a little bit. Hey, I I like to dance. Y'all. I'm a Leo, okay? I'm just being me. I do. Every platform serves its purpose, okay? But Jello Assassin, JenLoAssassin, Second Chance, 21013, 21013. I'm so happy and so grateful I'm still here. Facebook reminded me it's been 12 years. Whoo, Jesus. My God. When the world tried to take me out, I'm still here. Another day, another year. I'm so happy and so grateful. To God be the glory. Woo. If you haven't gotten your journal, this was just 15. The little pocket one. The other one is the size of this right here. Is 25. Y'all make sure y'all inbox me on social media or click the link tree, place your order. And then of course the book. This is the book that I co-wrote with Miss Susan Peters. Okay, a Woman to Woman International Network. Okay, that's me on the back with some amazing authors, you guys. Make sure that you grab a copy. They're just 25. Okay, so something, put it in, read, put in the information, and then get out the goodness. Write it out, what you need. Write it out, those thoughts, right? And govern yourself. Self-love is the best love, right? So thank you for tuning in with Real Talk with Jen. And remember, it's not a testimony if left untold. We are changing lives one testimony at a time. And I hope and I pray that whatever I said today finds its way to you. And you find a way to use it and get the most out of it. I'm out.